saying? And this is who we're here to interview today. First and foremost, let's smoke up and get high.
Oh, for sure. Now,
First and foremost. This thing is
there you go. Like I said, guys, you got two angles. Give me that Kurt Angle out here, you know what I'm saying? And cheers everybody out there on the stream. Fire in the hole, Tote's about to be redeemed. Yeah, again, I also go by Anti-Friction Gaming. Can't find me? Find me on Twitch. This is where we're at.
We're out here.
Cheers, everybody.
Oi. Okay. Jeez.
I've got a whole book of questions out here. I don't know if I'm ready.
It's not a whole book of questions. But, you know, you gotta be prepared with the questions then, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Alright, so this is actually my first interview ever.
Okay.
So
no problem.
Just like you're the first, you know? This is your first
Hyphy says, what's going on, Ghost?
What's up? How's it going? So yeah, you're my first interview ever, and hopefully I can get to do more.
First interview, guys, you hear that? You guys will be out there too, interviewing on different levels. Doesn't have to always be in person. It could be in virtual, Discord parties. We will know how to hold it down.
That dab got my chest going.
Yeah, he's coughing off that dab. Yeah, that's why I have the dab pen. You know, I sit with the dab pen.
The dab pen is a lot easier on the chest, though.
It is, definitely is.
Alright, so like, yo, first thing, you know, we'll get started. Like, yo, tell us about yourself.
So guys, if you didn't know, like I was saying, I'm also streaming as well. I go by Anti-Friction Gaming. I'm a variety streamer and a variety gamer. My main game right now, I can pretty say, is Fuser at the moment. I did start off with the driving games and drifting. I'm sponsored by a magazine called Drift Illustrated magazine, and what that is, it's a promotion from Formula Drift. Jeff Jones' brother actually found out and reached us out for a sponsor because I did his brother's car in the game for Forza. So leading off of that, I ended up becoming still my car enthusiast, into my RC hobby as well, and I decided to, hey, let's just put it into my video gaming. I game pretty much every day, and I said, let's put a screen behind it. Shout out to my Uncle Dark, 25, because, you know, he's the one that also pushed me to say, you know, start streaming. You have all the equipment, you have everything, get into it, get it done. So I ran with it, and to this day, I can't say I'm really successful, but you know, moving up. You know, you got to start from somewhere to get. You got to start from the bottom to get to the top. What Drake said, you know what I'm saying?
So that being said, like, okay, so you already started touching on like the next question. So like, how exactly did you get into streaming and gaming? Because like, I've known you for a long time now, and you have every fucking system.
I do have every system.
You know what I'm saying? So when I see you doing your thing, and first time you told me about the magazine thing and everything like that was something that was like unfathomable to me. So like, it wasn't something that I knew that, you know, people could do or actually happen and shit like that. So like, you know what I'm saying? How did you first get into like that, and like what was that like for you to like be able to how do you say you know what I'm saying, like get your, like, for example, your artwork out there into the game and stuff like that, so that, like, you know, certain people seen it and whatever the case may be, right?
So like I was saying earlier, like you did ask, I've been gaming pretty much my whole life. I've pretty much had a controller in my hand since I was a kid, and I honestly used to play by myself a lot, right? Those little single player games, and, you know, trying to get through those adventure games, even with, you know, the Game Boy Color. You know, you started off somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So you started playing my games, and then getting older, or whatnot, you started realizing, okay, well, these newer systems are coming out. Well, let me try to keep up with the lifestyle, or keep up with everybody in a sense, right? So at a younger age, when I was like in high school, and I started getting into more Call of Duty and doing the game battles, and I kind of pursued myself to say, well, I'm pretty good at the shooting games now, so that pretty much helped somewhat of me get a name for myself.
Yeah.
How the Anti-Friction brand started was throughout the Drift Illustrated and throughout Forza. Me and my buddies back in the day, we had a whole group and a whole a community where we would have Forza events and whatnot, holding our drifting events, and that's how Anti-Friction, because Anti-Friction is grip,
Yeah.
right? So Anti-Friction is no grip,
Yeah.
right? So that's how the name became. So going into that aspect and starting to come into streaming, like I said again, my uncle was the one to say, start pushing yourself out there. Like you just said as well, I have all the systems, might as well get into it, put myself behind the screen. Now,
Yeah.
mind you, I was shy as shit.
Mhm.
I'm introverted. I keep to myself. I don't like to put myself out there. So streaming was kind of really a hard thing to kind of do, and actually getting into it for the first time, my first stream, I always tell people, you look at your one viewer, treat your one viewer as 100, so when I went to my first stream, I only had my one little viewer in there and whatnot, but I still started to interact, started to talk about what I'm doing in the game a little bit more, instead of just keeping to myself playing the game and just sitting silently, right?
Yeah.
So welcome to Catastrophe, welcome to the stream, Ludwig, I see you guys. But yeah, so alongside of that though, the Anti-Friction symbol and whatnot, since I already had it throughout Forza, I decided to put it in the stream as well. So the brand has pretty much always been there, right? And then 2017 or 2020, sorry, 2017 is when Anti-Friction started. 2020 is when the label got revamped, and that's when I became more of a brand and took it more seriously. And since I could say December last year is when I really started to put it in work.
Yeah. That's dope. What are your favorite game titles?
One of my favorite game titles. Ooh. My favorite game title. So for one, I'm gonna have to say Forza.
Okay.
Forza is my favorite game title. I know a lot of people are gonna be out there. Oh, Forza is not the real sim racing game. Yada yada yada. But like I said, I started on Forza.
NFS.
Right. Need for Speed. Right. A lot of people said Need for Speed too. And like nowadays, Need for Speed is somewhat downhill. You're not gonna see a lot of people playing Need for Speed.
Need for
right.
Speed is definitely downhill.
So I say Forza would be my top racing game. My next game would be Fuser for sure, especially because of the whole hype and everything. I grew up playing a lot of the, Guitar Hero, the rock bands and whatnot. So so having Fuser is technically like my DJ Hero passion that I used to play on 2 turntables. And a lot of people would be like, how the fuck do you play on 2 turntables with DJ Hero? I did it. You know what I'm saying? So, so Fuser is my next game, I would say. And for my third, it's really torn. I'm really torn between it, and because this game there's been a lot of hype and a lot of stuff for this game. It's been up and down recently, but like I did mention it before, Call of Duty, it was one of my favorite games. I stopped playing Call of Duty, as y'all know, right? And I will be transitioning into the Battlefield, so I will be getting back into the Battlefield.
Okay.
But yeah, and if I was to say in my back pocket, I'm a big fan of the zombie games. Catastrophe, Ludwig, they got me into the zombie army. I can't lie.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that next Back for Blood, that new game coming out, which is technically Left 4 Dead, all over again. So I can't wait to play with the streamers. Can't wait to play with my viewers. And
Are you gonna get into the Rainbow Six?
Siege?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
See, I played a lot of Rainbow Six back in the day. I played Counter-Strike, and just you know, a lot of stuff that went down in the Rainbow Six era. Yeah, I can't get myself.
You're not going back.
No, I'd rather play Payday than Rainbow Six. You know?
I seen the gameplay for the Rainbow Six and it looked pretty good, so I got the game still. So I'm gonna start streaming it, and I also got Mortal Kombat. So
okay.
I'm gonna be starting to stream the story mode for the Mortal Kombat just now. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
with the first playthrough.
Streaming. So when you're going to be streaming Siege, make sure you have. I always tell everybody, make sure you find a good community to play with. You know, you never want to play games by yourself when it comes to those type of games.
Yeah.
Right. Even lately, I got back into PUBG. Right. And you know, a lot of people knock PUBG, but still, look at PUBG compared to Fortnite, for instance.
Yo.
Okay.
Last night I was playing PUBG. I just made my character. I just got into it.
See?
And I was having a pretty good time. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
I almost won twice off of like being a pacifist. You know what I'm saying?
So and I've played a lot of my PUBG games, and me and Bandito Banks. Shout out to Mr. Bandito Banks. We've been playing PUBG, and we've been getting like second, like almost every time we've played. It's almost annoying, really, because like I strategize it to the T.
Yeah.
We get the perfect gear. We get going in, and all of a sudden it's just like it's either I get to the zone, he ended up dying by his zone, and we're still together. It's just like you know, or somebody ends up shooting him out, and I'm left to battle alone. We even play with my girl Kagomi. She's new to the gaming too, and yeah, she's pretty nasty, you know.
Hopefully we can get cross-platform to work properly on that one.
I told you about the Stadia. The Stadia.
Listen, don't diss the Stadia. The Stadia comes clutch. I missed out on that game I was telling you about the other day that they had for $11, and I was cheesed because now it's like $49.
Oh,
yeah. I missed the sales.
I remember, yeah. But see, that's what I tell you. There's certain sales.
You have to get them while they're there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm gonna start sacrificing some money there in that direction just now. But next question: what are some games that you're really bad at but you still love playing?
Games I'm really bad at and I still love playing. Guys, you guys want to ask this question? You want to answer this question?
Tennis.
What game I'm really bad at?
I say tennis.
Kagomi says tennis. No, actually, tennis I'm getting better. I've actually beat Bandit once out of our 6 games.
You're bad.
You know, but we're getting there. Ludwig says Smash. No, I ain't bad at Smash. Catastrophe says Mario. Mario, I could say Mario. I'm not the greatest. I can definitely say Mario. I'm not the greatest at for sure. It pisses me off. I get stressed out playing that game, hands down. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. Like I said, I give you guys the content. You guys love to watch me get frustrated through that shit all the time. Yeah, Super Mario. I'm not the greatest at that game, but it's fun to play. You know, especially because I want to get you guys the retro vibes too eventually. So.
CG says Payday.
Payday whisper. I ain't bad at Payday. How you mean? You guys are funny.
The chat is roasting.
What is this, roast of the anti-hour?
Don't kill me. Alright, next question. What are some titles you might tell somebody to avoid playing?
Titles I would tell people to avoid playing?
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Everybody in my chat knows. I do not like the F word. I said it already. But Fortnite, I will not tell anybody to go play Fortnite. I will not. You can come to me and ask me any question about Fortnite. I will send you that way. You know what I'm saying? No, do not ask me nothing about Fortnite. Okay? That's one game I will say hands down. And I played it before. Okay? I'm not saying I haven't played it before. But a man like me coming from PUBG, Apex, all those games, nah. Fortnite, no. And I know Fortnite's up there. Fortnite's good, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Not knocking the game like that. But just for me, I'd rather play Knockout City. And you guys know Knockout City is the wave. Team all the smoke, baby.
This guy. Yo, have you played Anthem?
Yes, I played Anthem before too.
How did you feel about Anthem?
Mixed
feelings?
Mixed feelings.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had mixed feelings with Anthem. Because coming from Destiny, because I was a heavy Destiny player as well.
Yeah.
And when Anthem came out, it was kind of like trying to be that Destiny killer. and
Yeah.
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It,
It definitely wasn't.
Yeah.
I agree. But like, it had its own. It had its own vibration.
It did.
And it should have I think they should have gone a little bit further than they did with it,
Mm-hmm.
especially in terms of you know, how the city aspect works and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
But
Frodo, welcome to the stream.
yeah, they definitely should have gone a little bit further.
Yeah, they should have. And the thing is, what upset me with the anthem, like I said, is whenever they announce a game to be a killer of some type of game,
Yeah.
let it, like, you know, make the game actually be out for a little bit first before they say this is going to be the killer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Give it an opportunity
Give
to
it-
catch
right.
the hype, the wave on its
Right.
own, and let people decide that. you
And
know
that's
what
why I
I'm
always talk about Outriders. Is another game I play, and you know, a lot of people knock it for its bugs. There's a lot of people knock it for its stuff too. But you got to realize we're all in the pandemic still. You know, the game came out in the pandemic for people like us that were home just to game. So they're all working from home. They
There are no
releasing
bugs
games.
on Stadia.
No bugs on Stadia, but how many people are actually playing on Stadia? Aside from Ludwig, Frem, you guys out there.
No bugs on Stadia.
You know, but still. But yeah, you know, so
When everybody else was having trouble with Cyberpunk, I was playing through it
yeah, but,
smooth.
Cyberpunk got released too early for the next gen console. See, like stuff like that, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Cyberpunk was
Outriders-
perfect for cloud gaming.
Right, but Outriders though, like I said, you know, stuff like that, we're consistently going to keep giving us updates, and they recently just gave us a big update where they're now starting to give us better drops.
Yeah.
Right, so I
see
tell
that.
anybody that comes into the game, come play it, you know, come join up in the antics, because we'll always help people out. Anybody that needs help in the game, you know, we're for the people. I always say that, like, if you have mental issues, if you have health problems, even if you just having a fucking rough day, you know what I'm saying? Come join the antics, because everybody goes through it. But I go through my shit too, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, I thank everybody for coming to my stream all the time, because if it wasn't for you guys, and for everybody coming through and saying hello, just popping in,
You know what I
right?
mean?
I'm
You gotta
gonna do it.
appreciate the followers in the chat, right? Shout out to you guys. All right, next question. So, along with streaming, you're definitely big into the RC thing.
Yeah.
How'd you get into that, and how would somebody get into it? Because I'm kind of interested.
Okay, so how I got into the RC, that was the same thing alongside with the drifting for Forza. So pretty much as I was drifting in the Forza, I wanted to pretty much do it in real life without having to be behind a wheel.
Real car.
Right?
Yeah, I hear
And
that.
honestly, being in high school, you only have your own car if you even had a car,
Mhm.
right? And you ain't gonna make that into a drift car because that's your daily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got the RC car and I actually started off with 4-wheel drive, right? I can actually go get one of my cars for you in a second and show you. But the car that internet frame droppage there?
Yeah, for a second.
Just a little frame droppage? You're okay, we're back.
Yeah, we lost the frame for a
Little
second.
frame
All
droppage. We all panicked for a second. We're like, oh, because that's one thing I love. That's one thing I love about the stream and is
Yeah.
the mechanics. It tells you everything. Like right now, I just dropped 630 frames, but it was only 0.05 of my stream,
Yeah.
so it's not much, right? So
I have all the numbers up at the top there too.
yeah, so you can see it all, right? But
Right.
the question, the drifting, yeah.
Yeah,
So
the drifting.
so yeah, so back to the drifting now. I said I started off on 4-wheel drive, so that means all 4 tires are being moved at the same time. So if you're press the gas, all 4 tires are gonna spin, right? The cars that I drive now are rear wheel drive, so only the rear tires spin when you press the gas.
Yeah.
That's technically real life. That's how you really want a drift car to be, right? Ken Block, you know, he does his fancy stuff and he's driving all-wheel drive cars. Sometimes he does have his rear-wheel drive cars, don't get me wrong, but the all-wheel drive stuff is what you see him doing, like the Gymkhana, sliding around, power drifting out of it, you know, bringing himself and going straight forward. That's what you see those all-wheel cars doing.
Yeah.
So when I started off with the all-wheel drive, it was cool doing the stuff where I was doing it more outdoors and all outside parking lots. It was fun, don't get me wrong. And then after finding out on Facebook that there was actually a drift community, I was like, okay, well, is there a track close by? That was my first question, because I don't want to just get a car and drive it outside, because for one, these cars ain't cheap. And I'm like I said, I'm about to show you guys too.
Yeah.
These cars ain't cheap, right? So when we got my first rear-wheel drive car, it was, I think, around $700 just for the car itself, and this is just the chassis, and then another $500 to $600 alone for the electronics, and then my controller alone is $1,000.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, but see, the thing is with me personally, I I always like to get
That's
things
a whole
gonna,
real car.
right, and I like to get things that's gonna last me a long time. Jeez, we got bots up in here, guys. Yo, thank you guys. Get rid of those bots. Thank you, appreciate that, my moderators. But yeah, so with me, I like to get things that's gonna last for a while. I don't want to get something that's gonna break. I don't want, like, you know, I put it down on a shelf and I'll pick it up a couple months later and it's just gonna be like, oh, I can't use it. You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta do something to this, and then, you know, later on, like I said, a couple hours into it, it's broken.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I splurged a little bit. Don't get me wrong. But now I can say the money and everything that I've done with the drifting. I'm actually on the drift team. Right, so the drift team that I'm on now is called Nazo's Bad Shop, which is under a team called Strictly Sideways. Is where I go drift.
Yeah.
They're on Facebook as well. My shirt is somewhere around with them. I don't have it with me right now, but Strictly Sideways is pretty much where the group and the community came together, and we're just like, okay, well, this is pretty much the team top drifting area in Ontario to go drift. So yeah, so I'm pretty much on the top tier team for drifting. I would say my team's probably third for top tier teams in Canada, because there's one and then there's Strictly, and then there's Hit and Run and Strictly. Then I would say my shop would be there. But Strictly is like the main, and everybody branches off of Strictly, so it's kind of like bubbles. So yeah, so if you wanted to ever get into drifting and whatnot and RC drifting, you can come to me. I can show you the ways. Mind you, like I said, I started off with an expensive build. You don't need to start off with an expensive build. You can start off with an easy build of like $500. Sometimes people are even selling on Facebook builds for $500-600, and that's easy to go. Right? Controller can cost you maybe $100. Like I said, mine cost me $1,000 because I have a legit screen on it. My stream sees it. I have a screen. I have everything. So I'll go get it for you real quick.
Jeez,
Want to hear this question?
All right.
Oh, and I also have an RC truck.
This guy's got a whole miniature whip that costs the same price as a big whip. That's crazy. Oh, that is crazy. So yes, we're about to get to see the RC. This guy's pulling out some next chrome red shit.
So as I make my way back to my seat. Alright, so this is my team car. A lot of people knows about my team car already. Alright. This car here, like I said, Nezo's Bad Shop on the side. Alright, number 7. Yes, this is the main. These shells alone, right? So before I show you the whole thing. These shells alone, you take them, you paint them, right? Every little paint style on them, but you paint them on the inside, so that's why it looks like that, right?
Okay.
So you paint them on the inside. These shells alone go for about $100, right? Paint cans are about $15, right? So it's all
You're
about.
muted. I think your friend says you're muted.
Thank you, Fran, for telling me that I was muted.
Yeah.
Thank you. So quick little refresher what I was saying. Team Bad Shop. This is my team car. Everybody knows about my team car here. Painting shells cost about $100. The paint is about $15 each. Now, as you see, there's many different types of paint on here, right? Now to the main beauty.
And you painted it yourself?
No, this one was painted by the actual one of the team mates.
Yeah.
That did this.
Okay.
Right. So that was the one little paint scheme we had there. I have many cars that I painted myself. I just didn't want to get them all for you. But I can show you my last one. When I go out there, I'll get the last one. This car here is a rear motor, rear wheel drive RC car. Okay. I call this Aunt Viv. The reason why I called it Aunt Viv is because I bought this car from the owner of the track, and his name was he named it Vivian, and I reworked it and retuned it, and I call it Aunt Viv now. Aunt Viv, straight from Fresh Prince.
Jeez.
Right? So, like I said, if I price out everything on this car, right, this chassis without all these big electronics on it, like I said, is like $800. okay? Because it's carbon fiber. I don't know if you guys can really see, but it's full carbon fiber, right? All the way through, so it's light. I believe when I weighed it's like 1,300 grams, I believe, something
That's
like that.
crazy.
So yeah, rear motor in the setup in the rear, so it gives you that rear swing weight. The battery alone, $100. This right here, servo to make the motor steer, that's another $100. This the gyro, so you can actually, when you're steering into a corner and you're turned like this, you can actually hold the corner while you're turning into the corner, right? Same vibe. So that's what this gyro is for. This is the receiver. It should come with your remote. But yeah, this is pretty much the shebang of the shebang. As you see, there's gold all over it. It's printed at the bottom of it. I'm not showing it the right way. Printed at the bottom, strictly sideways, as you guys see. Right. So yeah, this is
It's a whole industry.
yeah. So like I said, this is my team car, and the funny thing about this, now that I've purchased it from the owner of the shop, I actually beat him in the competition 2 weeks ago. I came fourth under the team from the top team in Ontario.
We'll
So-
put that thing there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it there because I gotta put the shell back on and we'll grab the next one. Well, not my next car, but just
The next show.
yeah. Kobe, I have another car named Kobe. He's in the shop right now. Kobe's getting some new stuff touched up to him.
That's crazy.
And I named it Kobe because it's a purple chassis, so I named it after him.
Didn't you take a picture of a Lambo shell the other day?
Oh, this one here? Oh, the Lambo that's on my channel?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that's hey, yeah, so the Lambo shell, what I took on stream, or the photo, which is this Lambo shell right here, right? It needs to be painted still, right? But this is the same shell that you see the guy in the top team in Ontario. He was driving this car, right? Now I sit it on my car, but I'm waiting for Kobe because it's going on Kobe. So there's that. Now this is my paint job creation, all stickers. Maybe they're a little dusty right now, but these are all my creation. Anti-friction customs. As you see, my team printed Nezo badge shop. Plus I got the little Mario on the side as well. As you guys can see here on stream, you guys know about this car as well.
This one looks like it took a beating.
Yeah, see, this is my main. This is my main drift car. Yeah, so I only bring out the team show when I'm driving for the competitions.
That's
So-
crazy.
Back to the seat. Come back down.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, so that was the little bit of the drift. Sorry, I got a little bit deep into it, but that's the hobby. Oh, I did forget one more thing. One last thing. One more thing.
Yes.
Because I did say I'm going to show you this as well. $1,000 remote.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as you see, the remote has a screen on it. Yeah, as you see, the remote has a screen on it.
That's too much.
You know, it has drop downs features to it. I can put it on the left side if I really want to. Yeah, this is my dream, just my baby right here. Like, see, the screen lights up and everything. It shows you all your,
Oh man.
you know, when you're giving it gas, steering, has a full telemetry on it. Yeah, this is
Yo.
creme de la creme, is what you call it. And the reason why it's also creme de la creme because I can also change the colors of the lighting on it if I really want to.
But could you beat Buzz Lightyear in a race?
Could I beat Buzz Lightyear in a race? Hell fucking yeah with this. I could, hell yeah.
If Buzz Lightyear and RC tag up,
Listen,
are you beating them?
listen. If Buzz Lightyear,
Yo, remember how fast RC was pushing it?
listen. If Buzz Lightyear, if he's driving the way how the top guy in Canada is driving, then I don't think so. But I know he ain't driving like that. So, oh shit.
Yo, I'm telling you, Buzz Lightyear's the man. This guy was racing RC against the truck,
Yo,
bro.
Trust. Yo.
He was pushing gears.
I might have to make a little of that Lambo, and it made me think I might have to put a little Buzz Lightyear touch to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta put the Buzz Lightyear with the RC.
I might just have to.
Yeah, man, that would be an awesome thing. So I only have a few more questions.
No problem.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, the magazine. I wanted you to touch more on it, but you kind of said a lot already about it. But like, how was that? How was that experience? You know what I'm saying?
So with the Drift Illustrated magazine, that actually is a virtual magazine. It's not like a printed magazine. So
Yeah.
it's on their own website.
Yeah.
But so when Formula Drift actually came out to Canada,
Yeah.
they had me and you guys know Low Life, one of my other IRL friends.
Yeah.
They brought us out to the Montreal Formula Drift.
Mhm.
And for free, and we had like backstage pass, got to be with pretty much all the drifters, all the drivers, and everything. So yeah, it was really good. It was really a good experience, especially because they gave us exposure for Forza at the time,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they put us out there. They gave us people to come join up on us, and we actually built up a pretty good Forza squad at the time. Before everybody had other things in life and stopped playing Forza and moved on to other gaming, but. Definitely, like I tell my stream, you guys will see me back playing some Forza 5 when it comes out, because I definitely will be getting back into Forza. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be driving it on my good old wheel, because I don't know about the physics. We'll see how it goes this time around, because one thing about Forza, what led a lot of people off of Forza is the driving physics behind the wheel, right? So that's what led a lot of people off of Forza. So
It wasn't the greatest?
No, and because if you're going to sit behind the wheel, you want to see your hands turn full with the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So in Forza they only had 180 steering, so even if you're turning your wheel 360, right, you're only going to see your hands turn like this once, and it's going to stay at this position, so visually it throws you off.
Yeah.
Right. So and I play in VR, right, so that's definitely not something I want to see.
Yeah.
So you playing instead of Corsa pretty much was the new drifting wave, because that's more of a real sim game for drifting and whatnot. So that's the one. If I'm going to be drifting, I'm definitely playing instead of Corsa behind the wheel in that type of sense, because that's where the realism comes in. And with downloads, having a PC, mods and whatnot, it's fun.
Where? 8. Yeah. So number 8. That was my 8th question. So being new to streaming, and you being the person that's been teaching me a lot that I have been learning about the streaming world and whatever the case is, what is some advice that you might give to another new streamer out there?
Advice I would give to a new streamer, like I did touch on this earlier too.
Yeah.
Treat one as 100. Never get down on how many people are in your stream. Never look at your numbers to really say, oh, I'm down on numbers, and don't announce it in your stream as well, on saying, hey, like, I'm only have a certain amount of viewers, because hey, that 1 or 2 viewers that's looking at you in stream be like, oh, this person doesn't care about me even though I'm here watching their stream, right? So that's one little small advice I would give for that. Promotion, that's another big thing. When it comes to promotion, put yourself out there as much as if you don't even have Instagram, if you don't have Twitter, just use it, right? Because those things will help you get your name out there. Sorry, I apologize. But they'll help you get your name out there. Discord as well. If you don't have Discord nowadays Discord is starting to come to gaming systems. Yeah. Right. So just trying to get out there, put yourself in voice chats, start reaching out to other streamers and see what they do in their stream. Now mind you don't have to always go to big top streamers, because obviously they're somewhat established, right? Yeah. But for me, when I started off, I looked at small streamers that had like just under 1,000, over 1,000 followage, because they were somewhat established. They were somewhat new to the game, but you can still see how they react to people.
They're developing, right? And stuff like that. Yeah.
Mind you, I still went to see small streamers as well to see how they're moving and how they're reacting to gameplay. Because like I just said earlier, sitting like this behind the game, not saying anything, you're not going to attract a lot of attention. Yeah. Right? interact with your viewers. Have play games that you can even have your viewers come into and join. Right.
Yeah.
For instance, like Catastrophe, Zombie Army. You know, they've reached out and came to me. We can play that game together. Super Smash Bros. Fighting games. You know, those games anybody can come into. Anybody would like to join us, but just you might not be the best person at it or best player or fighter.
Yeah.
Right. Those people will come in and join into your name, into your game. Sorry. So you know, you'll definitely see a lot more content and more value in that sense. So, you know, any advice there? Just, you know, also have you know, if you don't really need to have a camera, but it also helps to have a camera, right? Just people want to see what you look like as well. Now, mind you, if you don't have a camera, if you want to stream different ways, you don't want to make your face known, whatnot, no problem. Everybody does their own things, right? But yeah, having a camera definitely helps as well, and good sounds, good things that people can do in stream. Like, for instance, I'm a stoner. Everybody knows I smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Weed is also legal in Canada, Ontario. So I have a redeem toke button. Everybody knows you can hit that toke button. In 5 minutes, somebody's probably gonna hit the toke button in my stream, and you know, hit me up with that toke. You know, so it's like,
word, I got mad points.
Right,
I always
interact
hit
with
him
toke.
with the
And he does hit me with the tokes. He always hits me with the toke. So it's like those small
I jump into
things.
the chat with the toke, and I'm like, Sometimes I jump in and I stay quiet until I can press the button.
Yeah, and I look over and I see it. I just like, oh well, here's Connoisseur goes. I'm trying to take a toke, and no matter what, like, depending on the game I'm playing, yeah, I'll stop. But certain times, everybody knows, you know.
Yeah, you gotta be into it.
You gotta be into it. So when I get that moment of peace, a moment of the silence, I will take the toke. But yeah, sometimes I'm a stoner, and sometimes I still forget. Sometimes I even have, you know, like Mr. Prodini will come in and say, hey, you forgot to take that toke. Damn it, I gotta take that toke. And he'll be that guy and be like, oh, you didn't take that toke last time? Well, here you go again. You know,
here's another one.
Yeah, so
now you got 2 on your plate.
Right. So it's fun. It's always good
Yeah,
times.
so you gotta interact with the chat. You know what I'm saying? Just
interaction is key.
interaction is key.
And like I said, don't treat your viewers like, no matter if you have one or if you have thousands. Like, you know, just don't treat them as peons out there. You know, I mean, everybody's a person.
Yeah, everybody's a person. Everybody's doing something. You know what I'm saying? So
another one key thing to touch on too, your language.
Yeah.
Of how you speak. Anybody can be anybody out there. So, you know, reading somebody's name, sometimes, I butcher people's names out there. But, you know, just watching how you speak in certain languages, you know, because I'm not going to, I respect the LGBTQ community and whatnot. So, like, I'm not going to go on my stream and say, oh, that's gay or that's, you know, that because that's wrong. At the end of the day, so like stuff like that is what I mean. Like, you know, watch your slander at the end of the day. Now you can be filthy on stream as much as you want. Do not get me wrong. 18 plus stream, do whatever you want. But it's the way how you react and talk. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really want to be going out there saying all those crazy bad words that will technically somebody would even report you for saying it. So.
Yeah, so like, so you never know who's jumping into your stream or whatever the case is, and like somebody's mom could be sitting there watching too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get offended because you're doing something out of the ordinary in that way. Yep, I completely understand that. Next question. What do you have to say to people that said that gaming was a waste of time?
Oh. I gotta listen. For anybody that says gaming is a waste of time, gaming is not a waste of time. It depends on how you really use your time personally. I can't really vouch and say I'm the best time user because I grind hard on my stream. I play my games every day, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can see the smile on Gomi's face too because she knows I be gaming behind on my screen every day. So, you know, it's a time consumption, really and truly. But gaming is the next way, or what's the words I'm looking for? Gaming is technically the future because when you look at it, it's on a social level. Yeah. You're playing with people all across the world. Right? Yeah. And like I said, you have people that's coming into the views, you have people that's coming into your stream and whatnot, and you're interacting with them. Like I said, Catastrophe, she's from the UK. Frodo's from the UK. Ludwig Ephraim, they're on my stream right now too. They're from Germany. You know what I'm saying? So like all over the world with connections, really and truly. So it's just like, and I'm in Canada, right? So it's gaming helps like I said, even with the mental issues, with the health problems and whatnot, if you have them, that's what I say, come to join the antics, because we're here to help. We're here to give you guys the fun, the good vibes, the good times, you know? Be it if we're playing Fuser, if we're playing a fighting game, if we're just chatting like we do now.
Yeah.
Right, you know, I even hold little Discord events in my stream. This next following Discord event will be the NBA playoffs. Right, so when the two teams go to the finals, it's Phoenix versus either Atlanta or the Bucks. So we're gonna see what happens. But when Phoenix and whoever from the East goes up against, we're definitely gonna be watching that in Discord. That's what we do. You know, we hold events. Last time we watched the Mayweather fight. Around my birthday, we do anime. So yeah, we definitely have a good time.
Yeah, sounds like a whole blast in the chat there, and yeah. For those of you who said that gaming was a waste of time,
Gaming's never a waste of time. Alarm, hi, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm just being interviewed right now. It's somewhat winding down. You're coming on the back leg.
Yes.
But yeah, I appreciate you coming through the stream.
Actually, I was almost down to my last question, but I had a question that came to mind that I actually wanted to ask somebody.
Okay.
Yo, being that we are how old we are, and we came up in the world of developing internet, what's it like for you to see how far we've come from having to be within like using dial-up
No.
to now having Wi-Fi?
Man, the speed is good, and I honestly, and I'm not. It's funny that you say that, because now that I have the PlayStation 5, it's like, you know, I dabbled with the PlayStation 4 the other day. I'm just like, this is really what I upgraded from. Like, this shit's actually pretty quick. Like, you know, so it's like,
Yeah.
you do notice this shit. Like, if I was to ever go to like, you know, everybody always says the Walmart dial-up speed. That's legit. That is what it is, because fuck, bro, that shit is slow. So like, yeah, growing up now, I just wish when I was in high school and whatnot, when I was actually told about going on stream and actually streaming, I tried it and I just didn't pursue it really.
Yeah.
Because like you said, games are, we were told games are a waste of time. You know,
You know
so
what I mean? So
yeah, I couldn't do that. So if I decided to stick to it, then imagine where I could be now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. And the last question
Uh,
comes from one of your followers,
one of my followers. Okay.
Zaffy G Neko.
Oh, Zai hit me with. Okay, Zai hit me with one. Okay, and your name? Hold on 1 second. Ali Alarm. What do you say? Opinion to your song? You're an Iranian rapper? Oh, really? You're an Iranian rapper? Okay,
That's dope.
That's dope. Well, see, Connoisseur Ghost right here.
Check me out.
He's a musical producer.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wish you were in my stream right now, because I can just shout you a lot easier. But yeah, no, Connoisseur Ghost, go follow him on Twitch, and I will post his information in a second. But yeah, go follow him on Twitch and whatnot. He is a musical producer in Toronto. He does review beats, he does review music, and
Yeah.
you know, he's awesome.
We can definitely do some work.
Right, and he's obviously willing to take up some new people under his wing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's work. I'm trying to make some music. Actually, before I came here, I was like sitting there in front of my computer and I started listening to some beats, and then like I put together 3 hooks for like 3 different songs, and I'm like, okay, cool. Now I have to leave.
Right, see? So, and a token just got redeemed on stream too.
I need a tote as well. You haven't seen, I'm over here like,
Right, so I appreciate that token being redeemed. And as I was saying, as I'm on stream, we get tokens redeemed all the time. At 8 o'clock tonight Eastern, if you're on Canada time zone, I mean, like I just said, Eastern though.
Eastern.
But yeah, 8 o'clock Eastern tonight is the Freestyle Friday battle. And like I said, Kugomi will be reaching out tonight in the Freestyle Friday battle. I won't be in the battle. I'll be one of the judges. I mean, if I have to stick in there and get myself in there, just to be that helpful person to get the next person in the game, then yes, I'll do what I have to do. But on that note, we will definitely be getting to those Freestyle Friday vibes. And just to give you guys a little look at what the Freestyle Friday vibes look like. There it is, right there. Freestyle Friday vibes.
And you can catch the Freestyle Friday on my channel because I host his channel. So.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, Fuser definitely is it's a different. It's a great thing, man. I know. I keep talking about it, and I have some news that I can't really talk about. But aside from that, fucking grinders locked closer now.
This guy's taking forever to redeem the token.
They redeemed the token. My people know it's only been a minute. It's only been a minute that the token's been redeemed. So
I don't know how you guys feel. I'll be sitting there waiting for the token to be redeemed. I'll be having my bowl packed, waiting to take my bowl with the man. It's taking forever.
I always take my sometimes I'm slacking, like I tell the team when I start out. Sometimes I'm slacking, sometimes I'm not. You know, so I gotta do what I gotta do.
Word.
Well, the bowl is now packed. Like I tell everybody out here, my bowls are full to the brim. If you do not believe me, look at it now. Okay? These are the bowls that I smoke all the time.
Unnecessary.
All the time.
Nah, it's necessary.
It's
I'm out here dabbing, talking about it's unnecessary.
Right? and I sit here with my dab pen. I'm just like, I hit that for once in a while. I just need to put it down because I'm just like, it's getting me a little too fried sometimes. So,
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody out there, fire and the whole things for the redemption.
Cheers. I already took my token.
Yeah, he took his token already. He couldn't wait for you, boy.
It's taking forever.
So yes. Moving on to the last question. Zafi G Neko. What makes you you?
Put some thought into it.
Zai, you really had to hit me with that question, eh? What makes me me?
Yes.
I would say, I don't know, what makes me me? I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm like an asshole. I don't want to sound like I'm a douchebag and be boasting about myself. But
Ask your viewers.
yeah, guys, I want to ask my viewers this question. What makes me me? What do you guys like about me personally? What makes you guys come back to my stream? So we're gonna get a few answers here. Some
We're gonna see about
people,
some answers,
we might get
okay.
some trolls.
High energy.
High energy. High energy on the 422. Hey, I take that.
Hey.
Yeah, see, a lot of people do say that they came to my stream. They did say I have high energy. They do say Kagome says I have the outgoing personality,
Constant communication.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are the 1-2 things from my streamers and from the viewers. I would say, what makes me me. I mean, I always talk about saying I'm for the people, really and truly. Like I try to help anybody in their situations as best as I can, really.
Yeah.
They say practice what you preach, but I mean, at the end of the day, being as old as I am, I'm not really old. I'm only 28, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people came to me on different aspects on their life, and I try to help them out. And see, humble, kind, helpful, open to everyone. See, these are what people are saying on the stream right now.
Yes.
Always interacting, keeping it real. Hashtag Triple R out here. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Triple R. Nobody knows what Triple R. Only the real people know what Triple R is.
Shout out to those in the chat. Shout out to those in the stream.
But yes, for sure. That's right. So, we're all out here, and the thing is, like, one thing I can say, prime example, and I know I talk about her a lot too, Catastrophe, being 17 years old, with the 1-2 disabilities, as much as I never talk about her disabilities, being 17 years old, and coming into doing what she does, being the nasty zombie slayer that she is, the artistic work that she does. And if you guys don't know, my Blame It on the Juice symbol was actually done by her.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I gave her the opportunity to be my head artist for my stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I was 17 and having somebody at my age, or somebody that's a streamer, and say, hey, I want you to do this for me, I would love it. I would definitely want to take that position. And looking out, I even have a daughter too, so like I look out for things like that, because sometimes everybody gets hit with the shit end of the stick, really.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Kat ever got hit with the shit end of the stick, but it's just that I always look out for those people, you know, and I try my best really, like I said, even though my stream is an 18+ stream, I try to make sure that even if you come in, have a good time, right? I don't condone in the underage smoking, I don't condone in the underage drinking. You know, when you come to my stream, I be drinking, I be smoking, but Ludwig was saying about her disabilities, right? But yeah, she, like I said, Kat's amazing, and at the end of the day, you know, that's what I said, you know, being at that age of 17, I would want to be in that position for somebody to give that to me as well.
Yeah, give out opportunities, right, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Same with Ludwig and Ephraim as well. They're 17 as well, Germany, and part of the LGBTQ community as well. And like I said again, I don't knock anybody without their problems, their issues, and anything in life, because a lot of people define us who it is. My own sister, she defines as who she is, right? So at the end of the day, I always step up, and anybody wants to talk about Ludwig, I'm big gay. I'm big gay. You know, so anybody wants to talk about people coming to my stream and they want to talk shit and they want to do this and do that. No, I'm totally against that shit, you know what I'm saying? I support it because
you gotta have the open community and an open situation for everybody to feel welcome, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, those are all my questions. That was the interview. That was my first interview.
Congratulate the man on his first interview. First one down, you know what I'm saying?
First one down.
Got a little bit sweaty up here as you see the man's breaking the sweat. You know, I never usually have all this lighting on in my room to keep it nice and cool. You know what I'm saying?
You can never actually tell. You can never tell.
Yeah, see, this is the lighting I usually keep in my room on my stream.
Oh, true.
And that light's usually on too.
That's not too bad.
No, remember, mind you, it's a Canon camera, so it's gonna pick up the
gonna,
good quality. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's got it going on over here.
and that's what it is. Like, you know, so I got pushed to stream because I had all of these things already. You know, it's not like I had to go out and buy extra.
Buy it or
right. The only thing extra I had to buy was the capture card, and which was inexpensive. And everybody's saying congratulations to you, Ghost.
Oh, respects. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're doing great. See, so you out here for the people, you know. So yeah, anybody that comes to the stream, no matter what you're doing in life, making music, playing video games, even if you're producing music, you know what I'm saying? We're out here, you know. We're for the people. We help everybody. So y'all go give Ghost a follow. I will shout him out real quick. Let me just do it the right way here.
Ludwig. Ludwig wants to know if you're single.
No, I'm not.
He's taken. But yeah, that's his link there on Twitch. I just posted it up as well. And you guys will give him a follow. As I said, he's new to the streaming game as well. He's trying to hit that affiliate.
Foiled again.
You know,
yo, Ludwig is hilarious.
I'm a German mod, man. That's what I'm saying. And Ephraim, shouldn't you be knocking on Ludwig's door right now and be like, hey, like, I want to hear that nonsense. Shoot.
But yes, we have had an awesome stream. You know, thank you for the follow and all of that. And yeah, I'm gonna be shutting it down. Respects for being my first interviewee.
No problem.
And we will definitely get to be doing more Glass House podcasts. We're out.
Like he said, the Glass House podcast has been finished.
Yes.
We will be getting into some gaming in a bit. I mean, do you guys want to see me and Ghost get